welcome back to my channel. So this is week 6 and 7, I believe. I did not do a week 6 by itself because there honestly was nothing to really even talk about. The last few weeks, I guess, have kind of just been like slow and not much has been going on. I haven't been seeing any new pictures. My letters actually kind of started slowing down a little bit. And it's kind of just been going by. I mean, nothing really exciting. But today is Tuesday, and yesterday actually started week 8. But this video is going to be about week 6 and 7. With week 8, they start the forge, and their forge is their last physical training exercise. It's like their biggest one, their last like big physical training exercise that they have to do and I guess pass and all that. So I am going to talk about my little forge project that I made up for Henry. And before I get started on that, I'll talk about week 6 real quick. So week 6 was the anvil FTX, which FTX is field training exercise. That's what it stands for. So the anvil was the second field training exercise that they had to do. And it's the one that they do right before they go to phase 3, which is blue phase. And so that's what he did. And I was hoping to get a call that weekend. So my phone was literally attached at my hip. But I did not get a call, and so like I said in my previous videos, you do not always get a call when they phase out. So there you go, living proof. Anyways, so I mean I was obviously a little upset, but I wasn't like worried or like, why has he not like called me, oh my goodness, did he pass, blah blah blah, because no news is good news. So if they didn't call, then it's good news. They're doing well, they're on track, and it's all good. So after week 6, he went to week 7, which was the start of blue phase. So it was the first week of blue phase, and during that week they do fire maneuvers. So they like learn about like throwing grenades and all that other good stuff. So that week I didn't get many letters, so I really hadn't heard from him in a while, and it was hard, but I finally got some letters, and it was getting better. And at the end of week 7, they start the forge. So last week was week 7, coming up to Sunday night, which was 2 days ago. They start the forge. So Sunday night is the last day of week 7, and I think we don't know the exact times. It's from like 10 o'clock to midnight is when they start the forge. And I will put up a little picture right here for you to read what the forge is about. So that's what the forge is, and it's pretty intense, I would think. I mean, I think it's pretty intense. It's their last field exercise. So they had the hammer first, then they had the anvil, and their last one is the forge. So it's kind of like the hammer and the anvil put together and like on steroids, pretty much. So he started that on Sunday night, and since it's Tuesday, he's like still doing that right now. And then that ends this Thursday in the morning, so like probably around 6 a.m. on Thursday. But anyway, so I'll talk more about that later, probably next week. so I can like tell you about his experience and all that good stuff. But for this, I'm gonna show you my forge project. And what a forge project is a lot of the family members, like wives, moms, dads, girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, whoever you like you are, you usually, not you, I mean you don't have to, but a lot of the times people make little areas in their home about the forge and their soldiers. So a lot of times people make forge candles and they have it lit from Sunday night until the end, which is Thursday. And you can have like pictures and just little things that kind of just like make it come together. And it's just, I mean, it's just kind of more for us than them. It's just really like a sweet thing for us to like continue to be thinking about them while they're on the forge, because it's their last thing. And after the forge, like when they finish on Thursday, they are US Army soldiers. So it's like they have like a ceremony becoming soldiers. They get their patches and they get their berets and they're officially soldiers. So it's kind of a big deal, but I'll show you what my forge project is in a second. So yeah, that's what I had pretty much been working on this past week. So in week 7, that's what I was working on. I was working on getting that all put together and finished, and I think it looks pretty good. And it's in my room, it's on my on his nightstand next to his bed, next to our bed, and I pass by it every single day, all the time, and it just makes me think about him and pray about him and hope he's okay and doing well and all that good stuff. So I really like it. It's not a requirement. You do not have to do this when your soldier goes to the forge, but it's something that a lot of us like to do. All right, so this is the forge project that I had for him. Okay, so first of all, here's my candle. It is a LED pre-lit candle. So I mean, it's, you know, it's just a lot, but it works. And I got this paper template from Etsy, and they just sent it to me. They put all of his information in it and they sent it to me, and I just cut it out and I taped it onto the candle. And then on the back of the candle, they did the same thing, but this says the Victory Forge. Hold on, it's not, there we go. The Victory Forge, complete the transformation. I think these hours and mile ruck numbers and all that stuff aren't like completely accurate, but I don't really care. So it says 96 hours, 50 plus mile ruck march, 45 pounds of gear, service rifle, tactical field environment, live fire exercises, 9 infiltration exercises, rationed MREs, and sleep deprivation. I'm pretty sure on the last night of the forge, they don't get to sleep at all, like no sleep whatsoever. So that sucks. The title earned is the United States Army soldier. So when he finishes all of this, he becomes a United States Army soldier, which is so darn cool, if I say so myself. What he's been working for this whole time. All right, and I have my letterbox right here. So got all my letters I've been getting in there. Love it. And then in my letterbox, I don't know if I ever showed y'all, if it would focus. In my letterbox, I put like pictures that I've gotten from the websites and that he sent me during reception. And then on the top it says US Army. But I just have it up so I can see pictures of him for now. And then my little lamp that I need at night. And then this is a hat that he actually got before he even left. He just got it on Amazon. It's really cool. So it's got like the same camo that they wear, and these are patches. This one and this one, these are patches. So he could take this one off and put his last name on, our last name on there. So yeah, it's really cool. And then this is a rosary that I've been keeping around and using every now and then for when I feel the need to be praying for him, which is all the time, honestly. And then this is actually our son's toy, but Henry's MOS is pretty much like he's gonna be working on helicopters and repairing them and stuff, so I thought this was kind of cool to tie up in, you know, the whole thing, because this is what he's gonna be working on, and this is his job, is gonna be repairing helicopters. And then I got this yesterday, actually. Oh, and here's our lovely gun for me, so, you know, because I'm all by myself, so I need that. But anyways, I got this yesterday, and I'm gonna be wearing it on Family Day when I go see him, and it's just a little bow, and it says our last name, and it's really cute. But yeah, so that was my forge project. So if you are wondering, or if you're gonna be going through this or about to go through this and you're needing ideas, well, there's mine. And there's also like some on like Google or Pinterest that you can always look up to. And Etsy is a really awesome place for the candles. Like, you could actually buy an already made candle. Like, you don't have to actually buy the candle. Like, they'll send you the candle with all of that stuff written on it. But it's like 35 bucks, 40 bucks, and my candle was like, I don't know, 10 bucks maybe. And then the template was only like $8. So it was like half the price of if I just bought one, and it was super easy to make. That's what I've been doing this past week. And so he is already deep into the forge right now. I have no idea what he's doing, no idea if he's okay. I mean, I'm pretty positive he's okay because I haven't heard from him during this week. I actually did hear from him before he left. So I did hear from him on Sunday. So Sunday night is when he left, but he called me around 3 o'clock on Sunday, and I even got to FaceTime him. Maybe I'll put up a picture up here. And I was in the car, I was in the passenger seat, so I was in the car and I was able to FaceTime him, and the boys were in the back seat, and so they got to see him and talk to him for a little bit, and it was just so good to hear from him and see him. He looks so good. Oh, I can't wait. For the forge, like I've been saying, do not expect phone calls. Don't expect them. Pretty much just go into it thinking you won't get phone calls, because when you do, it's an exciting thing and it's happy and you won't get disappointed. So just don't expect them, just let them come if they come. But so you could either get a phone call before the forge, a phone call after the forge, both times, or never. So just don't expect them. But it was a really nice surprise because I really did not think that I was going to be getting a phone call from him before. So, I mean, I'm kind of hoping he'll call me afterwards also, but I'm not expecting it. So yeah. Last week was pretty good because I got to talk to him, I got to make my forge stuff, and I also made a forge candle for his sister and mom, so that they can have one too to like look back on and have lit and all that stuff. And like, I'm gonna keep mine for, I mean, ever, as long as it holds up, I guess. So it's kind of like a cool memory to have too. That's pretty much what's been happening in week 6 and 7. But this is mainly just about like my forge project and what I did and what you can do and what the forge is and what he's doing right now. So now he has the rest of this week to complete the forge, which is his last thing before he becomes a soldier. And then next week, they pretty much don't do anything. They just kind of prep for graduation and turn in all of their things that they had, like, I don't know, they just turn in all their things and they prep for graduation. And then the next week is graduation. So I have this week and then all of next week, and then I leave that next Monday to go see him. So I'm so excited. But yeah, so that is my week 6 and 7 about the forge. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions on what you want me to talk about next or in another video, comment below or DM me. I have all my social media things in the description box. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe and make sure your bell notification is on so you know when I post next. And I will see y'all next week.